Good afternoon to you all. Today my topic will be regarding transmediation assignment. I will start off by introducing to you the importance of motivation theory within an online learning context. Motivation theories are significant in the homeroom. These motivations lead the students legitimately towards the set up learning objectives. However, motivation theories are similarly significant in online-based learning, since students are learning at the solace of their home. There are inclinations that they will be diverted and distracted, and that is where motivation theory comes in. They are essential to keep the minds of the students directly to the learning destinations and results. Motivation theories help not just the students to get a piece of knowledge on the most proficient method to perform better, yet motivation theories additionally help the instructor and facilitators of learning by giving tools to spur learners and assist them to see how they can deal with the learning cycle of the learners through the help of some online platforms for learning. In order to best apply motivation theory for an instructor's chosen online learning course, I will be further explaining to you one or more effective methods of applying the selected principle to a K-12 online learning course of your choice. In the content, the principle that I want to offer, accentuation, 2 is principle number 1, otherwise called tone and climate. For the instructors to apply a decent tone and classroom climate, teachers need to advance a positive atmosphere among the students, and to prevail in this, educators must note the social elements present in the homeroom at that point. The instructor must arrange a relationship building exercise, be it a drawn out movement or a short one. The aim of these activities is for the learners to become acquainted with one another. Next, after advancing a positive atmosphere in the homeroom, the instructor should sustain what they have set up. Thus, the educator should tell the learners that the instructor thinks not just about the scholarly advancement of these students, yet in addition, the educator thinks about the general welfare of every learner. To do this online, the educator may get some information about their day, or by giving a comprehensive attitudes that will tell the learners that their teacher is not only an instructor, yet an individual who they can converse with if there should be an occurrence of any issue or problem. The best way possible for an instructor to carry out the motivation theory towards his or her students or learners is by creating a brief overview that follows directions for one's online learning activity. An online activity that will improve the tone and climate inside the homeroom incorporates a cordial discussion and debate among the learners. This debate will urge learners to talk about their thoughts together in a frank, however benevolent way. Differentiating thoughts will assist them with setting up a climate where analysis is conceivable without causing offense. This infers making an agreeable environment among one another. For this exercise, the instructor must divide the class into two groups. The educator will give the class a particular point to banter on. One group must conquer the theme given, while the other group must be against the subject. At that point, the learners will take turns in giving their thoughts about the subject. They may use whatever source they have, notwithstanding, the instructor must note the aim of this activity, and that is to construct a decent climate in the study hall. To do this, the theme must not be a complicated one, and the students will simply need to share their bits of knowledge about the theme. Despite the fact that we tie this exercise with sharing of opposing thought, it will assist the students in getting the hang of intriguing and new realities about the theme which they may come convenient for them. In spite of the fact that this activity should be possible at any level, I strongly suggest that secondary school students will execute this action. A great side note for an instructor to effectively carry out the motivation theory is to effectively understand that to make this activity a success, the educator must recognize the singularity of learners who make up the class by demonstrating that the instructor esteems the ideas that the learners share to the group. Figure out how to listen consciously and without predecisions to what they state or attempt to state. Give the correct degree of challenge, and lastly, offer help to them while they are doing the activity, discussing and arranging information. That will be all from my presentation today, and I would like to wrap this up by giving you great and big thanks for effectively listening to the presentation, comprehending, and taking the time to understand the information given.